This is a video about a weekend getaway, talking about fears, me attempting to do voiceovers, and also me trying to finish a book within a weekend. Enjoy! Hello guys! For today's video, we are heading to Bandung. We are predicted to arrive at around 2. Throughout this, I also want to finish reading this book, yaitu satu essay. 101 essays that will change the way you think. I'm gonna try and finish this karena this year it's already September and I had a goal to finish a lot of books for this year, but I haven't been updating my progress and it's been bad. Sejauh ini aku baru selesaiin kayak 2 buku, so it's bad and I'm trying to catch up on it soon. That's why I'm trying to make the most of it. Okay, so we'll see you guys again when we are. Satu hal yang aku sangat bersyukur dari trip ini adalah cuacanya. Jadi tuh dari aku datang sampai aku pulang, the weather was constantly nice. Jadi ada most of it are sunny, tapi ada juga gloomy-gloominya. Jadi nggak selalu panas. So it's nice to be outdoors. Dan terutama aku itu nginepnya itu di daerah Dago Atas. Jadinya it's very cozy, it's very chilly, so perfect for a weekend getaway. Arriving at the hotel dan aku suka banget sama hotelnya, mainly because of its semi-outdoor ambience. Jadi tuh seperti yang kalian lihat, ambience-nya tuh benar-benar relying on nature banget. Semuanya itu hampir semua coverage dari hotelnya ini kaca, jadi emang view-nya itu selalu everywhere is green. Jadi interiornya pun gak terlalu ribet, lumayan simple dan banyak kayu-kayu, and it's mostly monochromatic and very minimalistic, but the view is just wow. We are in the hotel, touchdown akhirnya. Sekarang itu sekitar jam 4 and it's very late. Tapi kita tadi emang stop by for lunch first. And I want to give you a little room tour because I really like the hotel room. So let's go from the entrance. So there's us. As usual, there's a mirror here near the entrance. And then here's a little closet room for things. Di sini juga still some space. There's a robe as well buat gantungan. Then I assume it's a laundry bag. To the right, we have our bathroom. Aku belum masuk juga, jadi ini my first reaction, but I love it. I really like the aesthetic. I really like the lighting. It's very warm, jadi ambience-nya tuh tone-nya emang lebih ke warm. Oh ya, by the way, ini tuh di Gaya Hotel di Bandung. And here's the sink, vanity, dan kacanya juga panjang, panjang banget. Ini showernya, ini WC. Sebenarnya nggak terlalu gede, but the interior is really nice. I really like it. Okay, up next is ini tuh pintunya. Oh, okay. Up next we have the bed. Jadi kebetulan kita dapetnya itu bed yang twin. And overall the room is really nice. Itu bathroomnya tadi di situ. And then fast forward, ini ada Ada mainan juga Bun, lucu banget. Ada mainan ini guys. This is so cute. And then they also gave us little complimentary snacks as well. Terus ada batu. And then entering the balcony, here we have the view of a swimming pool. Jadi bakal rame pastinya. Dan ini view untuk alamnya. Okay, so karena aku lagi di balkon, so I'm using my phone as a little mic karena di balkonnya itu viewnya kan ke swimming pool, jadi lumayan berisik. So I assume you can't hear me if I'm not using this. I have to say this hotel is really calming and it's perfect for a staycation karena seperti yang aku bilang juga in the beginning of this video, I'm quite aiming for a slow weekend getaway to start off my September with. Ambience itu overall very nature-ish, outdoorsy banget sih. Lobbynya aja itu tuh setengah outdoor, semi outdoor. Kamarnya juga semuanya, hotelnya as a whole itu ambience-nya tuh lumayan stone-y, I can say. I don't know how to explain it, tapi kan ada hotel-hotel yang vibes-nya tuh American Classic, ada yang vibes-nya minimalis, monokrom, tapi kalau ini tuh lebih ke nggak tahu, I'm not good at this. Pokoknya vibes itu nature-ish. Banyak batu-batuan dan juga kaca-kaca gitu. Jadi keluarnya tuh langsung view pemandangan hutan. So I'm really liking it, especially with this view, which is very pretty. I can imagine myself finishing off my 101 essays that will change the way you think in here. I hope you'll get the excitement of going on this trip as much as I did, and I hope I can document it well dan gak gerasak terus. I think we're gonna rest well after this, and I'll continue on some reading actually, because I still have like 100 essays to read. Hai, jadi kita mau duduk di bawah. Baik lagi dengan abang. Kalian ada yang mau disampaikan nggak ke abang? Mungkin hujatan atau So not long after our little chit chat, I spent a bit of time in the balcony, but then we went downstairs to explore the hotel. And as you can see, and as I said, it's very open and it's very outdoorsy, and the weather there is very nice as well. So the temperature is chilly, it's cold, and it's actually very convenient for us to be outdoor, especially at this time of the hour. However, I have to say that since this hotel is quite big, so we have to travel quite far. We have to walk quite far because to get from one place to another, we have to go to like a different tower using elevators, and it's kind of tricky to navigate, but it's okay, it's worth it. With all this view that you can see, all of the commuting that I had to go through was worth it, definitely. We discovered that this hotel has a coffee shop in the lobby, so we decided to go there and get some drinks and snacks. And this is me trying to explain my matcha order so that it's not too matcha and I want more milk in it. Guys, I can't really get enough of telling you that it's just the best day ever. I think I can really explain that it's the best that I've had in 2024 because it's so serene. I can just read in peace, and I can read while having a quality time with my brother, with my mom as well, and everything is just perfect. Because I've always been a sucker for skies, like any sky, gloomy, sunny, rainy, any skies, I just adore, especially this kind of sky. And I don't know if it's obvious or not, but me and my brother are both introverts, so we often just be alone together when we hang out. And it's one of our best times hanging out. I don't know if it makes sense or not. Hai guys, sekarang kita balik lagi di kamar. Karena we're gonna have some dinner. I don't know if you noticed. I hope you did, because I'm I was really excited about this, tapi aku tuh kemarin habis potong rambut jadi layer. I don't know if it's noticeable to other people though. This is my outfit for tonight's dinner. Kita mau makannya langsung di hotelnya aja sih. Jadi di restoran di hotel aja. Jadi sekarang cuma turun ke bawah aja. So, let's go. Getting to dinner. Hi guys. So we are now back at the hotel. Dari tadi emang kita di hotel sih. Cuma kita sekarang balik di kamar lagi. Dan after this, we're gonna clean up and call it a day. Tapi aku ada sedikit bad news. Jadi not really doing well with my reading progress. Sekarang itu aku baru sampai di essay ke-4. Progres aku sekarang baru essay ke-4 dari 101. It's okay. I'm on my holiday. Karena I was planning on reading tonight, but I forgot that we might have dinner plans, which we did. And then we had dinner, so I didn't really get the chance to read. Ini juga 4 esai tadi karena pas sore-sore itu sambil ngobrol juga jadi kepotong-potong this and that, dan kita juga nyampe sini udah sore. So many things going on. So after this, I'm gonna remove my makeup. Let's go remove my makeup. Look at this mirror. Aku norak. If you guys had a window like this, you are very lucky. Tapi nggak apa-apa. Kita stay grateful with all the bathrooms that we have. Kita harus bersyukur atas semua kamar mandi yang kita punya. Okay, kind reminder, aku bisa jadi tuh bakal jadi insanely trying to be positive in this video. But keep in mind that I do not think of myself like this every single day. I do not speak to myself like this every single day. We all have our bad days. I'm quite excited for the upcoming month karena ini tuh sepertiga terakhir dari 2024, and I think it's kind of insane how far we've come since the beginning of the year. I remember thinking that it's already June. I remember thinking it's already May, and now we're suddenly in September, and then we're gonna reach December in no time, and then it's gonna be 2025, and it'll just go on. So since I'm done cleaning my face, I am going to wash up and then I'm going to head to bed because I'm gonna be sleeping like a baby. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow, and then we're gonna have some talk, and let's hope that I'm gonna make more progress on my book as well. Bye! Long story short, we woke up late. It's almost 10 when we woke up, and the breakfast ends at 10. So we rushed to the breakfast place where we ate and had our breakfast. And again, look at the view. Like, what? Okay, next up, there are plenty of food which we chose from, but too bad I can't really get too many foods in the morning. And that's just too bad because I wanted to try everything out. And again, as you can see, breakfast with a view. While I'm here eating my breakfast in a rush because I woke up late, me and my mom woke up late. My brother was just down there at the jogging track, and he was already up since like 7 or 7:30. Like, sometimes I just wish I can be like him. Well, baby steps. After we ate breakfast, we went to the swimming pool, which we weren't gonna take a swim, but we just wanted to see because on TikTok they said it was the iconic part of the hotel, which was the fountain on the swimming pool, if I'm not mistaken. And the pool also had warm water, which was very convenient to swim at this area in Bandung. I then went back to my room and did some reading and continued with the progress of the 100 essays that I have to read. And once again, I just want to say that I wish I can relive this moment right here in this video because it was everything. I just really felt at peace, and I wish I can just stop time and stop and read with that view. Hi guys, good morning. I already showered and I already rolled my hair. Dan sekarang aku mau do a little get ready with me This is my little makeup kit. Pertama, obviously, sunscreen. While waiting for my sunscreen to set, aku mau pakai lip balm. And after my sunscreen is dry, I use my foundation. Aku tuh belakangan gak pakai moisturizer sebelum makeup karena dulu aku pakai, dan banyak orang yang lihat tuh di review-reviewnya kalau misalkan pakai moisturizer sama enggak tuh kerasa banget bedanya, as in makeup itu jadi lebih stay dan sebagainya, tapi I don't really see any difference. Dan tipe mukaku itu combination tapi lebih ke oily sebenarnya, jadi I don't know, but I think if I use moisturizer itu tuh bikin end finish, misalkan makeup itu udah sampai malam, jadi lebih minyakan gitu. That's why I refrain from applying moisturizer. Tapi kalau misalkan big occasions kayak kemarin pas wisuda, itu kan aku pas sebelum makeup aku pakai dulu moisturizer sih, biar lebih set aja gitu. Walaupun mungkin di akhir harinya itu, di malamnya itu emang lebih oily, but still kalau misalkan pakai moisturizer tuh kayaknya kerasa lebih ke set gitu, karena waktu pakai priming spray-nya juga lebih kerasa gitu bedanya. While getting ready also, aku mau recap, aku mau update tentang my reading progress selama di sini. Guys, it's not going well. Aku sekarang baru nyampe chapter ke-11 karena tadi pagi aku tuh baru selesai chapter ke-10. Oh ya, aku sekarang pakai corrector. Aku lupa pakai corrector tadi, so I'm gonna use it now. Aku pakai correctornya Dear Me Beauty. I should have worn this the first thing. Tapi aku lupa. Iya, jadi aku tuh I always try to slip in some readings every now and then. Tapi berhubung ini juga liburan yang sama keluarga, I'm not alone in this trip. Jadi emang ya kalau lagi makan atau lagi ngopi, the priority is more on talking to each other. Jadi I try to read, tapi ujung-ujungnya emang you like it or not, the priority is going to be talking. Sedangkan aku di sini kan cuma 1 malam, and it's currently Sunday, but at least I got 10 chapter done, dan mungkin aku bisa get to 20 or at least 15 before I get home. Jadi di rumah tinggal ngelanjutin aja. Karena as you always know, starting is the hardest part. Jadi at least aku udah mulai, dan nanti di rumah tuh tinggal ngelanjutin. Aku juga mau slip in 2 things that I quite read continuously throughout the 10 chapters of the essays that I've read. Jadi pertama, dia itu ngulang-ngulang banget tentang fear. Emotionally intelligent people allow themselves to feel, including feeling fear, tapi they don't allow their fear to dictate them. Jadi mereka acknowledge it, they try to analyze it, baru di-implement into their decisions in life, for example. Tapi kalau misalkan, let's say those who don't wanna acknowledge their fears, which is me quite a lot of the time, you're more focused on putting aside the feelings. Jadi lebih ke, enggak, gue gak boleh takut, fear is holding me back. Yeah, I think that's the difference. Fear is not always holding you back. Sometimes fear is just a warning. Fear is just something that you had a bad experience with in the past. Jadi mungkin rasa-rasa learning from the experience itu muncul lagi, tapi dalam bentuk fear itself. Jadi mungkin itu lebih ke warning to be more cautious, tapi we sometimes misinterpret fears as a sign that we're not going the right way, dan a risk too big for us to take gitu. So there's that. Terus aku juga baca berulang-ulang kali itu. This is a bit tricky karena this fear thing, this not letting you I can say that I'm reading this book at the right time. Karena if you're around my age, di umur 21, I'm currently 21. If you're around my age, I think you will be facing a lot of fears, and especially in terms of your career path. It's actually exactly what I'm currently going through. Tapi what I read that was really interesting to me is tadi aku pakai concealer by the way. Sekarang baru foundation. When you see your lifelong dream collapsing, it can be a good sign. And it's kind of funny, it's kind of confusing, funny, karena dari sebelumnya kan they keep on reminding us that fear is something holding you back, that the feeling of change is actually a good thing. And then they remind us also that feeling that your dreams are collapsing are actually a good sign. Hello guys, so this is me from the future, and I decided to add this clip because I just realized that I don't think that I made my point of why I thought it was funny and confusing between those points. But I think that it's confusing because they say that your dream collapsing can be a good sign, and I don't really disagree that it occurs all the time, because sometimes dreams collapsing are a sign for us to work harder. And that's why I think it's confusing, because how do you differentiate between dreams collapsing as a good sign for us to shift into another reality, and when dreams collapsing are actually a sign for us to work harder? And that's why I think it's funny and confusing. That's the point that I was making but forgot to make. Okay, back to the video. The reason why is that you are getting in touch with your reality. Jadi kalau misalkan kita dari kecil punya cita-cita A, dan kita tuh udah ngebayangin hidup kita tuh bakal bahagia banget dengan cita-cita kita kayak gini, dengan cita-cita kita yang ini, nanti aku bakal dapat this amount of money. Meanwhile, we are here with the reality in front of us yang belum kita coba, dan mungkin qualitatively as a person, society wise, mungkin emang our lifelong dream itu lebih bergengsi, jadi lebih hard to get, we can say. Dan if we did achieve it, mungkin lebih appealing for us, buat other people as well, for them to see us excel. Tapi at the end of the day, what is clearly in front of you is your reality that can be as good or even better than the dream that you once dreamed for a really long time. And we sometimes don't realize that karena kita terlalu caught up with trying to achieve our lifelong dream, terpaku, jadi kita nggak open-minded to see what other possibilities are out there, dan bahkan bukan yang cuma out there, tapi what other possibilities are right in front of us. The book reminds us that feeling like your childhood dream, your lifelong dream is collapsing can actually be a good thing, karena it indicates that we're getting more in touch with reality, and we're starting to crave and try to make pathways to other directions that can actually lead us to another dream yang mungkin ternyata better in terms of untuk kita, better in terms of in the long run gitu, let's say, or a career path and so on. Jadi I try to remind myself of that as well. Sekarang aku mau pakai my setting powder. So that's why I find it interesting. And then there's also another thing that I really like that I've read, and that is life did not get easier, we just got smarter. I think it's really good for us to acknowledge how far we've come. A lot of the times we just focus on wanting to keep on going and try to achieve more things, tapi kita nggak selalu make time untuk look back, lihat ke belakang of how much we've achieved. Dan ini tuh hampir di semua buku, di semua podcast yang aku dengar, mereka tuh selalu ngingetin buat kita tetap in touch sama inner child kita. At first, aku tuh lumayan cringe dengarnya, karena I don't know, at first it just seemed so cringe to me to talk to my inner child. Tapi the more I read about different perspectives of why it's important to get in touch with our inner child, the more I realize that sebenarnya iya sih, it's actually really important, dan mungkin itu terlihat seperti hal yang sepele, tapi it can go a very long way. Contohnya, kalau kalian, if you speak to yourself in a tone that, aduh kok gue segini-segini aja ya, kok orang lain bisa kayak gini, tapi gue segini-segini aja, gue tuh gak ada perkembangan, lihat gue 2 tahun terakhir, 3 tahun terakhir, I've come nowhere, gue stagnan di sini-sini aja, sedangkan orang di luar sana banyak yang dalam 2 tahun tuh udah banyak berkembang gitu. First, you can try to shift that way of talking to yourself into thinking, if the person that I was 5 years old, or mungkin kekecilan ya 5 years old, mungkin let's say the high school version of me, if she saw the person I am today, mungkin sebenarnya she would be proud. And I can affirm that. It's something that we don't always do, we don't always realize, karena sebenarnya most likely if you have the time to want to talk to your inner child, then you're most likely already out of the phase in life dimana you had a hard time. We all have our own struggles when it comes to our childhood in different ways. Semuanya itu pasti punya ceritanya masing-masing. Oke, di bagian ini aku cepetin karena aku yapping terlalu banyak tentang childhood struggles. Semua orang itu beda-beda. Tapi intinya we should respect each other's stories karena kita semua punya cerita masing-masing. Basically we just write our own stories. Damn, deep talk. Now I'm curling my lashes. That's actually it for my makeup. Aku tinggal touch up lip, tapi kalau lip itu biasa tuh aku nanti kalau misalkan udah mau berangkat. After this, we're gonna check out and then we're gonna have lunch. All set. So we're gonna say goodbye to our balcony karena sedikit lagi kita mau check out. Goodbye. Let's go outside. Goodbye to this view. And most importantly, goodbye to this bathroom. I'm gonna miss you. It's almost 12 and we have to check out now. Afterwards, we checked out and then we had lunch. And that's all for this weekend's getaway to Bandung. Thank you very much if you guys stayed this far. I had a blast throughout this weekend and I hope you had fun watching it too. I'll see you guys again in the next video. Bye bye.